Hey everybody! This video is the top 10 reasons that I think that Katherine Magbanua is guilty. These are my opinions through research that I've done, and hopefully you'll agree with me. Comment below, let me know what you think. Reason number 1, Katherine Magbanua's boyfriend is convicted of the murder of Dan Markel. Her ex-boyfriend, the father of her children, Sigfredo Garcia, he has been proven to do the crime, and there are many implications of her. Reason number 2, her other ex-boyfriend, Charles Adelson's brother-in-law, was the one who was killed. Dan Markel. Reason number 3, her phone was said to have pinged around the time of the drop-off of the first rental car that was rented during the hired hit. I believe that the car was dropped off on June 5th around 5 p.m. and her phone was there. So that means that she dropped off the rental car with Sigfredo. Shows some involvement in this crime. Number 4, she's seen in a picture with the ex-wife of the man who was murdered. Wendi Adelson's ex was Dan Markel, and he was murdered, and police believe that during this picture, Wendi and Katherine were conspiring to come up with a plan to have Dan Markel killed the day that this picture was taken. Number 5, her bank account went up about 80 grand after the murder. So I think that sounds like maybe she could have been the go-between and they give her the money. Maybe she could have been the go-between and the Adelsons gave her the money to give to Sigfredo Garcia and Luis Rivera and keep a little bit of money for herself. That's the state's theory. Number 6, she was given a car after the murder. It wasn't a new car, but it was a family car that the Adelsons had. A nice car, kept in nice condition, a Lexus, and I'm sure she was happy to have that because at the time she was having trouble with her car, so Adelson family wanted to take care of her at that time. Number 7, the wiretaps show Katherine scheming. She says a lot of incriminating things during this time. She says to Garcia that they know something for sure. That's on tape. They're going to air it during trial. They're going to play the tapes, and hopefully the jury will see that Katherine did have something to do with this murder. Number 8, the Adelson Institute paid Katherine with consecutive checks. So when you write a check and the check numbers don't skip any, that means she was paid for weeks prior to her doing the work for the Adelsons. Whatever that work was, I could believe it was Charlie's assistant, but no one ever saw her in the office. It makes you wonder why the Adelsons were taking such good care of Katherine and giving her vacations and whatever she wanted. Number 9, Charlie paid for vacations and her car repair. So this goes back to the idea that Charlie and the Adelsons were taking care of Katherine. The car repair of her Lexus, also offering vacations for her and her mother to Dominican Republic. Charlie also took her on a vacation to the Florida Keys, and also some plastic surgery. Moving on to number 10, Katherine's voice was heard by several people on the phone talking to Sigfredo Garcia. One person that heard Katherine was Luis Rivera. The other person was Shadrach Nobles. Shadrach couldn't definitively say that it was Katherine, but the state believes that it was Katherine. So they do believe that Katherine was the driving force behind this murder. Hopefully this evidence will show, and hopefully there's a lot more evidence during this next trial, hopefully in the summer. So stay tuned for more updates, guys. Have a great week.